Reality bends. Have seen beyond.
Embrace my destiny. Be no more. Feel the pull of the void. Yes, that's it. No, impossible.
Writhing mass. Annihilation.
Stand still.
My mana is gone.
Art through agony.
Hey guys, welcome back. There were some clips for my Uber bossing Juggernaut, the Vigilant Strike Endurance Charge Stacker. This is the Spec 3 variant. I did a video for Spec 1 a while back, and I didn't really have a great Uber bosser character, so I wanted to push that guy further, and this is where we're at now. This guy tanks pretty much everything in the game, and he actually does tank everything in the game if you trigger Vol Arctic Armor. Definitely one of the comfiest, if not the comfiest, Uber bossers I've ever played. Really good for learning the mechanics of the bosses with. The only thing he sort of struggles with is damage over times, so you either have to click your potion or you'll have to walk out of them. Otherwise, feels amazing. Damage is really good too, on top of the insane defenses, and there's still room to grow. So yeah, the rest of this video is just the full clips of all the Uber bosses I did, and there will be a Mercenary Overview and a PoB Overview towards the end. So if you want to see that stuff, check out the timestamps. And as always, thanks for watching.
Behold the face of your unmaking.
Father, it's me. Let me help you.
The horror must be stopped. Obstacles destroyed. Embrace my misery. Gain the abyss. Inconsequential.
He's trying to recover. Hurry! Let's find a way back.
This is bliss.
Memories are mine. I cannot lose them.
They lie to you, Father. I'm your true memory.
To save the future, the past must be sacrificed. Embrace my destiny.
Exile, do something.
Yes, paint the ground with their blood. Oh, this is bliss.
Here. Baldo had some ingenious designs hidden in his memories. Observe! Elder's designs were flawed. Do you remember dying here? You will.
Feel the pull of the void!
What are you? In this, the realm of the past, I am king, and you will...
My money is gone.
This one is my own creation.
Rayclass needs me!
Let you go where that came from. Face your destruction. Be no more.
Feel the pull of the void!
Yes, that's it.
No! Impossible!
How? This isn't over. This will never be over. I will unify humanity.
Breaking mass. Inescapable.
Energize the spheres.
Breathing mass. Escape from your absurd defiance ends here, hatchling.
The appointed time is here. Victory will be ours.
Annihilation. With the fires of 1,000 suns. You do not have the strength, hatchling.
That may be, but I am not alone.
How pathetic.
Odds through agony.
The fires of 1,000 suns. My mana is gone. Annihilation.
And to join.
My collection.
Take this.
Pain will be returned tenfold. Space aligns. Behold my collection.
I will have what I want. Death will not be an escape.
Pure ecstasy.
Scurry. Scurry. Stand still. A cascade of pain. Why?
Resistance will be punished. Time contorts. Scary, scary.
My irritation is growing. Do what I say. It will not be an escape. Scurry, scurry. A cascade of pain.
Death made real.
Do what I say. How?
Stop resisting. Reality bends. Punishment inescapable.
Arrogant toy. A cascade of pain. It will not be an escape. Scurry, scurry. A cascade of pain. Stand still.
Pain is purpose.
Take this. My collection
Now
is
the fun.
coming. Stand still. Do what I say. Stand still. Death will not be an escape. Scurry, scurry. Stand still.
The living toy. Creation itself.
What this? A real talent. You finally caught my attention.
Your lives are meaningless. Fury of the cosmos. Glorious flames. Why resist? Creation itself.
The others found strength in their projections. They became reliant on it. I'm not so foolish.
What? Guilty crumble. Obliteration. Rain of stars. Be utterly annihilated.
Been enough to warrant all this pain.
Die.
Be
of your efforts.
Your lives are meaningless! Rain of stars! Creation itself! Why resist? Obliteration! Be utterly annihilated!
I
Everlasting fire! I have seen beyond.
You will long for
Non-existence. My mana is gone. Silent.
Art through agony.
Quick mercenary overview here. Rallying cry mercenary. Wields two-hander, has pride. Insight is nice. Vulnerability curse is nice, but not super needed. So this helmet has 25% war cry buff effect. Perkle's toe with deep breaths. 2 squirming terror rings with pride effect, and war cry buff effect. Chest plate, high physical damage, base physical damage axe. Breath Stealer, anointed with As the Thunder, Pride, Belt, and Rallying Cry buff, Life Regen boots. Yeah. There it is, nice and quick. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Now for the overview of the PoB, we jumped to Spec 3. Spec 2, I didn't really build up, but it's a non-mage blood and a lot cheaper than Spec 3, and it's still super tanky, should be uber viable based on the PoB. But yeah, so here is Spec 3 passive tree. Not going to go into detail. Biggest difference from Spec 1, we're running Transcendence now, and we are also running a lot of Energy Shield. So we're pathing over here to get this mastery, which is really good. But yeah, if you have any questions about the tree, let me know, and I'll answer in the comments. For items, we have a double endurance charge, high physical damage, eventuality rod. We have an Echoes of Creation with a max roll on both the more damage and the physical damage taken. You might think it's weird to have that physical damage taken max rolled, but it's actually very good because it enables a lot more regeneration for Divine Shield. Keystone. Also have socketed skill gems, get 90% cost and reservation. This is pretty important, allows us to run Arctic armor. For the chest plate, very high ES and armor, and it has 8% additional physical damage reduction. Mostly those are just the important points. With the physical damage reduction mod is very hard to get, so we try and get it through as many sources as possible, which is endurance charges, this chest plate, and the Watcher's Eye. For gloves, these can definitely get upgraded. It's pretty much just a lot of resistance, chaos, super important, and then energy shield and some life. Rally Cash corrupted with +1 endurance charge. Yeah, I was running the other boots before, +1 endurance charge boots, just generic ones, and honestly it just feels, the build feels a lot better once you get Rally Cash. So if you can't get one with +1 endurance charges, I would still run Rally Cash. It's just a big quality of life. Not whenever you don't have your endurance charges up, not having Rally Cash feels really bad. For Ashes of Star, we have anointed with charisma and 30% max roll on the quality of all skill gems. We need that anoint right now to run Arctic armor. But if you're not running Arctic armor because you can't get this helmet, then you can anoint it with something else. Possibly this node, Sion's Ambition. For the ring, we have +1 endurance charge. I'm still crafting this thing right now. I just have the most important piece is the intelligence. Otherwise, it's a high life roll. All the other stats are kind of meh. Still crafting it, but that's what I'm running right now, and it's reflected. I have a mage blood. Flasks are pretty important on this build for the mage blood. We run a granite and a basalt. The suffixes are also important. We want to be shock immune. Quicksilver is really nice for movement speed. The build doesn't really have much mobility otherwise. Amethyst flask necessary with that increased armor is useful. You can obviously switch the suffixes around as you need, or whatever is cheapest on the market. Feel free to switch them around, but you do want these suffixes I have on this PoB. It enables Transcendence is really strong with armor stacking. We have almost 200k armor, and yeah, that's why our max hits are humongous. We trimmed down the cluster jewel. We only have one now. It's an expensive one because it has mana leech and fortify on it, but yeah, it opens up a lot of points because we trimmed down to one cluster. I did try and figure out something to do with 2 clusters, but I couldn't find enough useful unique jewels or jewels to use for this build, so I just trimmed it down to 1 cluster. There's so many good passive points to click that are nearby that it worked out. We're running Unnatural Instinct and the Light of Meaning combo on the Scion area. Have a medium cluster from the last spec. Watcher's Eye, covered this already. Very important mod, physical damage reduction. Intuitive Leap from the previous spec, very strong one. A very strong slot for the build. Forbidden Flesh and Flame with Warbringer. This is 40% of our damage. Pretty important. And then Sublime Vision with Endurance Charge. Also extremely important. This is a lot of our defenses and a good chunk of damage. For skills, we're real tight on our sockets. Can definitely do some more experimenting, but this is what I'm at right now. Running a Molten Shell that has I would say 80 to 90% uptime. It's really high. It's better than Immortal Call, actually, because it covers chaos damage as well as physical and all the elements, and the uptime is way better. Vigilant Strike. I have 1 white socket in my staff. I've been experimenting with different supports. Right now I'm enjoying Energy Shield Leech since we don't have that leech otherwise. We do have recovery from Divine Shield, but I think the Energy Leech on top of that's nice. This link I explained in the last spec, but this is double damage for the build. Double Hydrosphere triggered by Battle Mage Cry. Here's our auto War Cries. Auto Exert War Cries in the chest plate. And we have our auras / extra stuff. Blink ability, which is needed for bossing occasionally. Punishment, big damage increase. And then Determination, very powerful for us with that Sublime Vision. And Vol Arctic Armor. This Vol Arctic Armor is something to get used to. Arctic Armor is obviously very useful, but the Vol Arctic Armor enables you to tank some of the crazy boss abilities like Sirius Meteor, the Maven Brain Blast, and the Maven Memory Game on Uber. So yeah, this is a super emergency button where you can tank anything in the game pretty much. I can click it right here. Max hits go to almost 1 mil. So yeah, that's about all I got for the PoB. I left some stuff in the notes section. I don't know if I'll do a Spec 4 because this build is mostly just for bossing for me and I can already do all the bosses. But if you wanted to push it further, you would transition to crit, and you could probably get 50% or 100% more damage while doing that. But yeah, that's about all I got. Thanks for watching as always, and if any of my stuff's helping you out, leave a like, subscribe. That would help me out a bunch. But yeah, thanks as always. I'll see you next time.